And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Factorio Space Age. Where we got military science set up, and I think what I was thinking of improving is redoing the petrol setup. Partially because we're gonna get space throttled in here. There's enough space in here. Didn't leave myself enough space. So we went ahead and automated the two key components, which is you and you. We are missing one of the key components, because I did not set up a way to make underground or big storage tanks, which we'll need, or we'll probably want. So let's quickly do that as well. All the parts down here, so it'll be easy enough to do. Don't need those ones. That one. Wait, so you are going to be... iron plate. I don't want to play this. We'll still fine. And then you want to be my underground, which is also iron plate. Okay. I need to bring in some iron plate, which isn't going to be hard to do. It's really easy to do. And I will need to bottle up some of you, so we'll go ahead and do that here as well. Doesn't necessarily need to be a lot of you, but it does need to be some of you. And obviously the whole thing to work needs to actually have the iron properly fed in, which isn't very hard to do, just need to remember to actually do it. And we still have the old pipes set up, so that's not too much of an issue. In fact, actually, I should do partial assembly of the old pipes. So, you need to go, you need to go, you need to go, you need to go. We still need the other half of the pipes for the engines, but that's fine. What are we short on? We're short on... Okay, that's easy to fix. Just pick up steel, apparently. Okay, tossing that in the network. So what is the state of our drone network? This is the state of the drone network. Okay. Obviously want to move this to the left at some point. I think I'm going to use off the left side of the lake here for the new version. Oh, I can keep the old version going while we're building the new version. Actually, let me look. No. No, we don't have any of those either. So we're going to need quite a few of those to make this spaced out enough. Gears. Do I have enough gears? Certainly not. Okay, now I just need the red circuits. I'll just accept we're gonna get too many green with the red circuits. Okay, picking up where we left off after a short bit, I'm gonna have to edit out. And let's go back to collecting red. Actually, why did I do that? We're supposed to have green on the red belt? Don't think we're supposed to have green on... Oh no, we're supposed to have green on the belt. Okay, well that half's gonna be a problem. So, let's make that not a thing. So that doesn't become a problem. So I see where the steel over here is being a problem. Trying to find the right spot where I'm not nicking all the green while we're nicking the red. And of course we don't have infinite red production, so I'm just eating all the red. Underestimated gear production. And steel production. Well, it's gear and steer contents of my inventory, okay. Make sure we got plenty of those in the system. Well, apparently I have the stuff on hand to make red, so it's making some red. Maybe not ideal for that to have been the case, but it'll work out. Anyway, in the meantime, let's designate the trees to be gone if I accidentally delete the stand-up that we're going to set up there. Okay. These trees, a long time ago, were very useful. Now, they're just kind of in the way. So it's the same to be said to these ones, but these ones are less in the way. Power mine's doing good. We have another stone one if we need stone. At some point I'll have to expand for the iron and copper over there, for throughput reasons more than depletion reasons. Okay, so while I was waiting, well, while I was working, we finished assembling the hubs. Oh no, we just got to the first hub. Okay, well we can toss the hub in the system, so the first one can at least get on its way. That was one thing I forgot to look up between sessions, is how to manage the circuit network for what I want to do. Don't necessarily want to learn that live. Trying to see if I can figure out how to place the circuit components I need. Have I researched them? That's a question. I haven't. Okay, add them to the queue. We will... Maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's fine that I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it yet, because apparently I won't be able to do it anyway. Blueprints. I think we're thinking blueprints. Which is this? Oop. Okay, so we're too close to the lake. There. Or the wire to go that way, but not too close for the drone to be there. So we can plop it there, that'll work. These are these trees for to be an option. Drop you, and then in theory if I just do, that won't be an issue, that'll just add some more power cables to the assembly. Love that as well. Okay, so now we've got a big capacity to actually interact with a bunch of stuff once this all gets set up. And what I'll do is I'll basically replumb to set it up that we've got all our fuel refining that side of the lake. Clear this up as well as we get converted into solar panels. And then I'll try to run this way down our processing. Where are we up? Don't know. That's a thing to do in the future. That is a thing that if you already need to let the robots do their things. They need to deliver all their things, pick up all the things. Don't need more logistics bots. Could pick up more construction bots. Those are the construction ones. Sorry, the construction ones. Pick up more construction ones. Okay, that underway. While we're waiting for that to happen, let's contemplate how I'm going to fortify this area. Not that I necessarily need to fortify it, but I'm going to fortify it. So I suspect a lot of my rail yards are going to be defended mostly with laser turrets. Due to the reality that I'm not going to want to ship bullets out to all the gun turret or all the mines. No, go ahead and not do that one. Discard changes. Okay. Because I need to remember, we need a little bit more spaces so that they overlap with Tesla, right? So that's about more heal. Why? Oh, because we're too close to the... That makes sense. Well, that'll be fine. I'll Tesla fine. Hopefully. Not what I want. There's not a good way to fix that. I'm just saying, delete it all, please. That's fine. Okay, and really this doesn't need to be too intense around the base, because I'm going to mainly protect the base with keeping the pollution cloud away from touching things. Oh, okay, I see what's going on there. That's a little bit annoying from a tessellation standpoint, but it'll be fine. In practice, this side of the thing shouldn't need turrets anyway. The whole thing shouldn't need turrets, but we're planning ahead. Planning ahead to if I let the pollution get out of control situation. Needs to say, I think there's not going to be enough power poles in the system for this to be assembled as I'm setting it up, but this is really just the prototype for what I'm going to throw out at expansions. The overkill prototype for what I'm throwing at expansions. Oh, it doesn't like to find the bit that is actually straight enough for it to go over. Okay, so that's fortified. I probably should have left a gate section in somewhere for me to walk in there, but, you know, the robots are handling it right now. Mostly short. Why not drop off? No, I've got 14 in the middle pocket. I'm like, why are you complaining about roboports? I made plenty, right? Yep, and they're all in your pocket. That's why they're complaining about them. They're in your pocket. Just kind of defeated the purpose of getting the robots to do stuff while I was doing this, because they couldn't do the things with the stuff that's in my pocket, because they're not allowed to take from my pockets. What's the state of the power grid? During the day, it looks stable. Most of the time during the day, it looks stable. We don't have any accumulators yet, so it's fine. I'm a little worried. I know. That's the problem. So what's currently happening is solar power has declined, and we do not have the power to meet all of the power requirements off of the steam engines, which is a predictable problem. How do I want to fix this? One solution is to temporarily increase the... Well, it wouldn't necessarily be temporarily, because it'd probably be pretty permanent. I'm not going to remove it. 4, 6, 8. I could increase the steam production / consumption. We don't have the iron on me right now, so we'll have to pick it up. where's the parts I'm looking for? There, so we pick up a boiler. And we need some iron to make this work. Got iron over there. No, actually, doing it properly, I need to set up bolt bits. And then we're running over there. The robots will actually be able to deliver some of the stuff for me. I just need to deliver what's not in the network / what's going to be outside of the network. And I can tell from the speed of the engines that we are in daylight hours. Advanced combinators? Maybe. Pick those up. Just make everyone more shooty. I don't think I have orange yet. Could do the planet discovery, so we could potentially start moving. The other planets. But no, I think that's enough queued up for the moment. Focus on what I'm in the middle of doing, instead of what I could be doing. I'm gonna remember I've got a working circle, so it's gonna be a little bit lying to me on what can or cannot we do where. Anyway, well, I have the stuff for that on me, so that's fine. Obviously, to make the whole thing work, the inserters to put coal in the engines, otherwise the engines don't work. Or in the boilers. Alright, there we go. And it's the middle of the day, so we don't know if that makes it so the power grid is fine. Because we're on renewable power during the day. Okay, we'll start with duplicating the existing capacity for refining. Oops. Obviously, I want to just nick from the existing water supply. Might as well nick from the existing water supply without the range. Make it work. Yeah, let's pick that one. Distance. Okay, at this point, I can save a little bit of time by basically playing copy-paste game. And that power pole's in the way. But ever learned the hotkey for Master Override? I could be using that. But I didn't, so I'm going to do the slightly more laborious way of popping the blueprint. Playing and playing the car, or playing and playing the power pole. Okay, so this will be powered as soon as that electrical power pole gets replaced, or that one gets added, whichever one happens first. This can kind of still use the existing oil buffer. But we can augment it a little bit by adding an extra buffer here. I'm thinking running everything south, so shoving a buffer in, and this is just a buffer. Shoving a buffer in like this, so we have a buffer of all three types of oil. Should work perfectly fine as such. Now, I now have the combinators. suppose for just the interior refining, so turning heavy into light, light into heavy, I should do that off the front. So, power switch wise, walked past where I wanted to go. Probably going to want 2 power switches. And arithmetic coming here. Let's see what we can do with these. Arithmetic. So. Here's my colored wires. No, they're just down here. Okay. We need some pumps as well. I want to make them. I want to use them. Got the inventory, please. Okay. Actually, maybe I don't. Maybe I want to. Okay, that way, those power on if those switches close. So now I need to figure out how I want to program those switches to close and open when I tell them to close or open. so let's say, when I want to have it read the contents of oil. Where's the oil? Here's the oil. This is going to be crude. Let's say this is the light tank. So let's say it's the light tank. What does the tank hold? Okay, so we'll say if greater than. Okay. One. Yep, I'll probably just keep it simple. Alright, so right now, right now, why is nothing running? Because I left one pipe out of the entire system. One pipe. Now it's running. Okay, so in a moment we should have some numbers to play around with. So that works. That should start pumping. When we have more than a certain amount in the tank. Now I just need to do the same with this one. Output signal 1 when the input of heavy oil of 20K. Above 12K. Which it isn't, so it doesn't output a 1, so it hasn't closed the valve here. Yes, I am able to see the chat. I need to actually remember to actually take a look every once in a while and look at them. So hey, yep, so I'm seeing your chat. Thanks for following. And yeah, I've got the chat and I got the game on 2 different monitors, so I can only see... if I'm really focused on the game, I won't necessarily see the chat. But yeah, hope you're enjoying the content. Currently figuring out how I can make circuit networks work for me. So what I'm trying to do is the old oil setup we got over here. Basically is constantly converting all the light and heavy into petroleum, and kind of don't want to do that in the future. Because basically what that's doing is meaning the refineries are not running unless we're consuming petroleum, which might become a problem if we actually start using heavy and light faster. On the other hand, this doesn't consume enough heavy and light, so otherwise we'd back up on heavy or light if I didn't do that. So what I'm trying to do is set up with constant combinators here a way that if we have too much heavy or light, then it will start to assign them to be refined, is basically what I'm thinking of here. How well that works is maybe up for debate, but what I think I've worked out here is I've told it that if we go above 12K, output of 1, which should be outputted to this, which should close the circuit. Make the circuit 5. supposed to be the oil. So you shouldn't be outputting signal. Okay, so that. No, I don't need the combinator, apparently. Save me some logic. We got 12K, so that is actually a scenario where it should be open. Should mean that's powered. And why do we have... We got a pump run the wrong way. Okay, whatever it's doing, it's working, which is fine, I think. Okay, how do I plumb this? We got light, we got heavy. Should probably plumb. Well, we got the lights actually turned on right now, so I can test to see if the light is working properly by setting up a copy of the light production. I remember, well, trying to understand how I have this plumbed. Okay. That, roughly speaking, is an awkward but usable unit. What goes in where? Oil's top, water's bottom, petrol's middle. Set up something like that. That should work. Be a little gnarly, but it should work. Anyway, and then that just tessellates straight on the line, so that should be easy to extend as needed. are we waiting for? Well, there's a bunch of laser turrets missing in the network, but that's fine. Waiting for the pipes to arrive, okay. So we need the water to be attached and the petrol to be attached to actually test the setup. I'm saying 4 undergrounds for that to work. And a power hookup. Okay, that's the power hookup. I suppose while we're waiting for that to be assembled, I should contemplate doing the same with the heavy oil setup. Yeah, we'll have to do some adjustment to test light over the drone hub there, but that should work. Okay, so we're making petroleum. However, the whole system's clogged up because we're not using any of the petroleum gas. Okay. Well. Won't be able to properly test if the network is working until we put a petroleum load on it. So I suppose in the foresight of testing, that means it is probably time to disable the old setup. If no other reason than we want to use the new setup. And, well, the new setup necessarily isn't better than the old setup yet. It may soon be. Okay. Oh, one thing I definitely should do, even if I'm not going to totally tear up the new setup, the old setup, I should, one or the other, disassemble or cracking. Because if I hook the new setup into the old setup and don't disassemble the cracking will Let's crack all the new stuff. It's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to run it the new controlled way. So I'm gonna get that unhooked. Okay, that should shortly hook the new setup into the old setup. Now that we've packed up the cracking on the new setup should now allow us to control whether we're cracking or not. And in practice, I don't necessarily need to move more of it yet. Looking at the time, it's probably a good point to put the episode break in as far as YouTube. In fact, actually, that was probably about 20 minutes ago, but doubly so because I need to do editing tonight. Ugh. Because I gotta stitch two parts together. So I have to do a break in the recording. Yeah, so this is probably where I'm gonna go ahead and put the cut, because it's time for a cut. I think technically those are being automated. Well, I say automated. They're trickling in from this. This is one reason I need to make more batteries. I need to make more petrol, which is why we rebuilt the entire petrol set. Well, rebuilt the refinery. So technically, the old refinery at any point can go if I find it's in the way. Because if I replumbed this, it probably won't be in the way. This is kind of in the way and is going to get moved when I come down to doing this. But for the moment, I think this is where we're going to stop. Nope, that was not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. If you're watching YouTube, I hope you're enjoying it. I'm going to record one more part tonight, so there will be another part up tomorrow. If you're watching Twitch, feel free to hang around and take a short stretch. Probably replace my cup of tea. And then I'll be back to recording the next part. So until the next part, I hope you're all enjoying it. Catch you all in a bit. Bye for now.